Hi, my name is Peter Quinn and I'm a physiotherapist with Croí. Today we will be working through a brilliant exercise program you can do safely from the comfort of your own home without equipment. To get started, please ensure that you have a good and sturdy chair, some space to move, and a table or counter or something for support should you need it. For those watching who struggle with one side of your body, please understand this is normal following a stroke. Exercises like the ones we are about to do have the potential to improve our body function, so please don't be shy with trying. We recommend trying your best, but being safety conscious, remaining close to your support, and taking breaks as you need them. Let's get started. Alright, let's get started with the warm-up. So sitting back upright in the chair, we're going to start with extending our knees, okay? Try to focus on straightening your leg as much as possible. Well done. And we're going to move on. Next exercise is marching, okay? Feel free to hold the side of the chair if you need, or you can rest your hands in your lap. Concentrating here on lifting our knees as high as possible. That's it, nice and steady. You also want to concentrate on lifting your feet, so keeping your toes up. You want to avoid this and make sure your toes are up high. Okay, great. Next exercise we're going to warm up our trunk, so you can hold your shoulders, or you can have your arms out, and then we're going to try and twist and look over one shoulder, and then rotate and look over the other. Now, as with moving your legs, you may find this easier on one side. That's okay. It's important that we still try to do both sides. Okay. Very good. And we're going to move on. Okay, next we're going to warm up our shoulders. We're going to begin by bringing our shoulders up towards our ears, high and down. Down. Okay. And if we can bring them up and down and forward and back. Forward and back and up and down. Very good. And forward and back. Next we're going to do circles, so rolling your shoulders back. Very good. This may be easier on one side, however make sure you're trying on both sides. Very good. And we're going to go the other direction. Nice. Okay. Now let's bring our arms into it. So we're going to bring our arms up and down and out to the side. Very good. Up, down. Here we go. Okay. And next we're going to bring our elbows in. Try to open our hands as well. Okay. And we're going to finish with our neck and our head. So we're going to drop our ear to the side, and to the other side, and back again. And then down at the front, and back, and down. Over one shoulder and the other. Okay, and that's it for our warm-up. Okay, let's get started with the next section of today's session. We're going to begin sitting nice and tall in our chair, feet shoulder width apart, so we have a nice base of support and we feel stable. And we're going to begin by standing up and out of the chair until our legs are straight and we're standing tall, and then we're going to sit back into the chair. And let's continue this movement at our own pace for 30 seconds. Well done. Please feel free to use your hands as you need. And if you feel you can do this without your hands, that's okay too. Now let's rest for 30 seconds. Make sure you're comfortable in your chair. This is a good time to focus on our breathing while we rest. So focusing on long, slow, deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And we'll get started again shortly. Okay, when you're ready, let's stand up again, nice and tall, and then sit down. Well done. Excellent. Going at your own pace here. Take a break if you need. Okay, well done. That was another 30 seconds. Let's take a short break before we move on. So this is another moment to work on our breathing. If you feel like this exercise is easy for you, please feel free to shorten the amount of time that you're resting and spend more time standing up and sitting down. Okay, for the next, we're going to stand up and out of our chair. Make sure you're in an area with space to move nearby a support as you need it. Okay, and we're going to start by just touching the ground in front of us, so marching. Okay. Have your support nearby should you need it. Very good. Okay, now let's try to bring the arms in. So we're going to start by bending the arms. Okay. You can do these without weight, or feel free to grab a tin of food out of the press, bottle of water, anything that's a weighted object you can find at home to make this a little bit more challenging. Okay. Alright, and next we're going to go lateral steps, touching the ground to either side. Once again, being close to our support should we need it. This may be more difficult on one side of the body, but we encourage you to try on both sides. Okay, and you're going to bring the arms in again. Maybe up in front. Well done. You can try some disco dancing as well. Alright, and next we're going to move into some sideways walking. Okay, if you feel like you need to focus on your feet, that's okay. To make this a little bit more challenging, keep your vision upwards, okay? If you're feeling good with your balance, please feel free to do this away from your support, but always remember that you can do this while moving along your support for added safety too, like so. And the last movement here is we're going to try and lift our knees. Okay. Stay close to your support for this one. Try to concentrate on bringing your knee as high as you can. I know you're probably feeling tired now. Me too. Take a break if you need it. Otherwise, we're almost there. Well done, and take a break, and we'll get started with the next section shortly. Okay, next we're going to work on balance. Balance is something that is crucial for completing activities of daily living, from everything from climbing stairs, moving about the house, if you like to go for walks or head down to the shops. Balance is something that everybody needs. So we're going to start by coming up and out of the chair. I recommend doing this near your support, just for safety. Now I'm going to demonstrate what we're going to do while facing you, but I recommend doing it while having your support at hand, so you feel comfortable and safe testing yourself without having a risk of falling over. Okay, so we're going to begin with weight shifting. Okay, this is where we start with our feet about shoulder width apart, hands on our hips or on our support, and you're going to begin by shifting our weight onto one leg and then moving so your weight is on the other. Okay, we can even have our feet a little bit wider than shoulder width, just for added stability. We have a nice base of support, we're nice and stable. Okay, so let's move from side to side, nice and controlled. And remember, you'll be doing this while having your support at hand. Safety is crucial. Okay, you may find this easier on one side, and that's normal, but please make sure to try and test both sides. Okay, next I'm going to demonstrate this side on, so you can see we're going to be holding onto our support, and you're going to come up on your toes and then back onto your heels. Okay, so lifting your toes off the ground, up onto your toes and back onto your heels. This is an excellent movement for the muscles in the lower leg, so these need to be super strong. Onto the toes, onto the heels. Well done. If you can do this with one hand or even no hands, also great. Okay, well done. All right, and the last exercise is come close to the support, and we're going to stand on one leg. Okay, so my recommendation is to start holding the support, and once you're comfortable, try to remove that hand, test yourself. Okay, lifting that, keeping that foot off the ground, and if this is easy, try to close your eyes. I promise it will get harder. Well done. And we're going to switch legs. So begin by holding onto your support, lifting one leg off the ground, and then trying to test yourself by removing that hand, keeping it close just in case you need to hold it. Once again, if this is easy, try to close your eyes. Okay, excellent. Well done. We're now halfway through this section. So from here, I recommend taking a seat, and we'll begin again. Okay, at this point, if you're feeling tired and need a longer rest, we recommend pressing pause on the video. Otherwise, we're going to get started with round 2, in other words, repeating the last 2 sections. So we're going to begin with our sit to stands again, seated nice and tall in the chair, feet shoulder width apart, so we have a good base and are feeling stable. And we're going to come up and out of the chair and back, using our hands if we feel the need, or without. It's very important to go at your own pace here. done. That's it. And sit back down. And then we're going to take a 30-second break, get our breathing back under control. Remember, this is a good opportunity to reflect on some deep breathing, so in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're going to do this sit to stand exercise one more time, just like the last round, in a couple of seconds. Okay, and when you're ready, back up and out of the chair, back. Well done. Without your hands if you need to. Almost there. Try to get 1 or 2 last repetitions out before you get your second break. Very good. Now 30 more seconds. Get your breathing back under control. Once again, if you feel the need for a longer rest, please feel free to press pause on this video. Otherwise, in approximately 20 seconds, we're going to get started with our stepping again. Okay, when you're ready, let's stand up and out of our chair. We're going to stand in a place where we have space to move again. Okay, and we're going to go with some toe touches in the ground in front, hands on hips, or else within reach of our support. Once again, this may be more challenging on one side of the body, but let's try to work both sides. You may find it gets easier. Okay. We're going to bring in the arms again. Out in front. If you feel like you need something a little bit more challenging, try to touch the ground on the opposite side. Okay, you can bring in the arms as well again. Nice and steady. Okay, excellent. Next we're going back to our side steps. If you're feeling a little bit unsteady here, remember that I'm doing this for you, but you can do this while facing your support. Making sure that you have it within arm's reach and that you're doing this safely at home. Okay, I'm going to do it here for you. Once again, bringing in the arms. Well done. To the sides. That's it, keep going. Okay, and next we're going to try and bend the knees. I'm going to do this sideways for you. So up like this, hold on to the support if you need, or standing free. Very good. I'll do this facing you for today's video, but we're going to continue this movement. Okay. Bringing in the arms if you can. If this is complicated, break it down. Hands on hips is perfectly good. And holding on to a support, also great. Okay, we're getting ready for the next exercise, which is our sideways walking. Okay, so hands on the hips or out for balance. Very good. You can begin by looking at the floor, or you can look straight ahead to make it a little bit more challenging so you're not watching your feet. But for safety, feel free to look down. And remember, I'm doing this for you on the video. However, while you're at home, please feel free to do this along your support so that you're in a safe place at all times. Okay, now I'm going to go back here, this. We can bring in our hands again. Well done. Excellent. Okay, well done. Next, we're going to do our balance again. So you may remember these exercises. We're going to begin with a wide stance, feet a little bit wider than shoulder width, hands on our hips or on our support, and we're going to shift our weight over onto one side, then on the other. Well done. Now once again at home, this may look like this, where you're holding onto your support, shifting over one side and then the other. Okay, get ready for the next exercise. This is where we're up on our toes and back on our heels and doing a rocking motion. Nice and slow and steady. If you're feeling good with this, you can just use one hand, lift up the heels, lift up the toes, excuse me, and up onto the heels. Very good. Okay, let's get started with the balance aspect again. So if you feel at this point you need a longer break, take a seat, press pause on the video. Otherwise, let's complete our balance exercises. Remember the weight shift, where we start with a nice wide base of support, hands either on our hips or holding onto our support, and then we're going to move our weight one side and then over onto the other leg. Remember, this may be harder on one side, that's okay. Just try your best. Okay. While you're at home, this may look like you holding on, putting your weight on your support and shifting. That's totally okay. Side to side, nice and controlled. Okay. Now we're going to move to our next exercise, which was lifting up onto our toes and then back onto our heels, using our support as much as we need, making sure we're keeping ourselves safe. And for this video, I'll face you so you can see what this looks like. So up on our toes, back on our heels. Very good. Keep going. So up on our toes, back on our heels. Feel free to try and test yourself with how much support you need, but make sure it's always there at hand. All right. And the last exercise for our balance is our single leg stand. So start holding onto your support, lift one leg as comfortable as you need, as long as it's off the ground. And then when you're ready, try to test yourself and see how long you can hold this. If you're finding this a little bit easier and need more of a challenge, we recommend trying to close your eyes. Okay. Well done. And other leg. So start by holding onto your support, lift one leg, and you're standing nice and tall. Try to remove one hand. Once again, if this is easy, try to close your eyes. Well done. Okay, Now we're going to go back and do that circuit one more time. So holding on to your support, we're going to do our weight shifting again. Okay. Maybe a little bit more fluid this time from side to side. Really focusing on getting as far as you can on each side, even if one side is a little more difficult to move. Holding on to your support as you need. Well done. Keep going. Well done. Okay. Now on to the second exercise. This is where we're up on our toes, back on our heels, really working those leg muscles. Now remember, while you're at home, this may look like you holding on and leaning on the table. Back on our heels, up on our toes, even just one hand, whatever's comfortable for you, so that you feel safe and secure. Up, back. Well done. Okay. Now we're getting ready for our last exercise. Once again, the single leg stand. Begin by holding on the support, lifting one leg, and then test yourself. See how you can do without any support. Once again, if your leg is feeling tired, take a break as you need. It's no problem. Okay. Yeah, switch sides. Very good. If you're feeling tired, that's okay. Me too. We'll take a nice break after this, and we'll sit back down. So, test yourself. Almost there. Okay, and well done. Now, let's take a seat. Okay, this is the final section of today's workout. I recommend getting some weighted household items. For example, I'm using cups here in place of tinned food. You can also use water bottles. You can also do this just body weight, so without weight at all. Find a level that works for you. And so we're going to begin as if I'm holding tinned food. And what I want you to do is comfortably with your arms at your side, start by making circles with your wrists. Very good. Try to concentrate on both hands. It's maybe more difficult on one side. So if you're using a weight on one side and the other side is body weight, that's also okay. You find what level works for you. Today I'm going to focus as if I had 2 tins. And now we're going to try and bring in our legs, marching. Well done. Keep going. Okay. And take a short rest. Okay. And next we're going to work on the elbows, so let them down by your side and up, down, up. Focus on both sides, sitting tall in your chair, feet about shoulder width apart, nice and comfortable. Down and up. If you can fully extend the arm so that your arm is straight, that's perfect. Okay. When you're ready, let's bring in the legs again. Marching. Well done. That's it. Almost there. Well done. Okay, let's take a short break. And next we're going to work on our shoulders. So remember, if you can use weights, that's okay. If you need to just use your body weight, for example, like so, we're going to work on our shoulders. So out to the side and out to the front. Okay, the side and out to the front. You find a level of difficulty that works for you. We're aiming for moderate level of intensity. So if you're feeling like this is very, very hard, just go at your own pace, take a break if you need. I'm going to act as if I have my tins of food again, or my water bottles, up to the side, up to the front, and I'm going to bring in my legs again. Well done. Up to the side, up to the front. Well done. Okay, and now we're going to take a brief rest our shoulders, and we're going to do this circuit one more time. So we're going to start with our wrists once again. You can rest your arms on the side of the chair or on your lap, whatever is comfortable for you, and we're going to be going for circles. Remember, if this is too difficult, take it down a notch. Just do body weight. Focus on moving the hand and the wrist. Okay. And when you're ready, let's bring the legs back in. Okay. If you've been doing a particular direction, try to switch it up. Go the other direction. Well done. Okay, take a quick break. And we're going to start with the elbows again. Down. Try to work on both sides. Understand if this is more difficult on one side, but that's okay. Just try your best. Very good. Okay, and we're going to bring in the legs again. We've got just the shoulders after this, and then we're done. So stay with me if you can. Take a break if you need, that's okay too. We're almost finished. Alright. And let's take a couple of seconds break, shake out the shoulders, and we're going to go for the last exercise. Here we go. Shoulders out to the side, and out to the front. The side, to the front. Well done. Keeping ourselves nice and tall in our chair, feet flat on the ground. Well done. And let's bring the legs in again. Almost there. This is the last exercise. You're doing very well. Well done. Final few seconds. Stay with me if you can. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. That's it for today.